Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here for NHL 25 Fantasy Draft number 7. Long-legged lads. This is going to be the opposite of the previous draft. This is going to be all players that are 6'2 and above. No short kings. We're 6'2 and above. So we're including 6'2. No lower. 6'2 included and above. So, again, should be easy. Might be hard to get a sniper. But we'll get into it, and yeah, let's go. Again, Deeks maybe won't be so good, but let's get into it. Okay, GM Chara Zdeno, one of the tallest guys to ever play. I think he is the tallest guy to ever play. He's done running his marathons. He's ready to be a GM. Let's jump into it. Let's see what team Mr. Zdeno is going to be the new GM for, and it's going to be the Buffalo Sabres. Tage Thompson, he definitely fits in that tall guys category. He'd be good on this team. Maybe we'll pick him up. If we have the chance, maybe we will. Same as always, guys. Everything's off except fantasy draft. Makes it the most even. If you want to know why it makes it the most even, put a comment down below. I'll tell you why. We'll get into it. I'll turn injuries off, and then we'll start our draft. All right, for this draft, I'm going to guess we're going to get pick number 22. 22. For 6'2". 22. Maybe I should have picked 26. We get 23. Oh, so close. Oh, it is what it is. It doesn't really matter. I kind of like drafting in that, this row right here. I like drafting this row. I like getting the back-to-back picks. Again, there's so much talent in the NHL nowadays. I find it you're still getting an elite player. And then maybe I will get Tage Thompson. 6'2 and above. That's what I need to remember. I never screwed up the draft before this. I want to try not to screw this one up. Jason Robinson 6'3, Eichel 6'2, Reinhardt 6'2. Let's take Jason or do we want to go for a center, which would be Eichel? No, let's take Jason Robertson. Again, 6'2 and above. You're going to hear me say it over and over. It's so I don't forget. My memory doesn't serve me the best sometimes. 6'1", 5'11", 6'1". Where were all these guys in the last draft we did? Okay, Rupe Hintz. We're just going to make the... we're just going to make the Dallas Stars. Who's next? Jamie Benn? OV4. No, he's the right winger. Mark Stone. He must be over 6'2", right? 6'3"? What about Stammer? I don't think yeah, he's not. He doesn't quite make it. Let's take Stone. Let's just round out that first line. And then we'll have a look. Maybe we'll do a goalie. Maybe we'll do a defenseman. Have a look at goalies. So for goalies, we have Bob. We have Allmark. Again, it's going to be easy to find a goalie with the height restriction. I think we can wait on goalies for a little bit. They still have a Bob that's 90 overall, 6'2". Again, goalies for height, not going to be an issue. Let's get a defenseman. Maybe even get our first 2 defensemen. John Carlson, he's for sure there. 6'3". Just barely. Again, next pick, I want to take a defenseman again. I'll have a quick peek at goalies. Markstrom, he is tall. He's 6'6". You know what? Let's take Jacob Markstrom. Could be a mistake taking him this early, but, yeah. 6'7". He kind of fits the criteria for the draft we're doing here. Patty Kane definitely does not. Malkin, Kreider. Let's see. Who do we want to pick? Malkin 6'3", Kreider 6'3". Let's take Chris Kreider. Malcolm might even still be there. He is not, of course. I said it, and then he's not. Is Tyler Seguin 6'2", 6'1"? Turbo 5'11". Again, the guy I would have thought was taller. Brent Burns. He is for sure tall enough to make the cut for us. Ekholm as well. Let's take Ekholm. He should be, at most a two-way defenseman. I think he should be a shutdown. He should be two-way. And then our next pick, Parayko, he's definitely tall enough. Burns, 6'5", 6'6". Let's... and Jamie Benn. You know what? Just for the the meme of it, taking all these Dallas Stars. Jamie Benn's still gonna be there. His contract's horrible. Let's take. I think, honestly, we might be able to get all three of these guys. Let's take Parayko. I think he's the next to go. Again, like I said, Burns is still there. Ben is still there. I think, again, Burns has the modified no trade clause and a 5.2 salary. Jamie Benn has 9.5 and a no move clause. I think he'll still be there. Let's take Burns, and then, like I said, I think Jamie Benn will still be there. And he is. Ooh, Landeskog would be good as well. Oh, he's only 6'1". Yeah, I'm not taking another defenseman, and they're going to be easy to get. We'll take Jamie Benn. We're going to start working on that second line. So we need a center. Sure, there's no way, is he? No. Boone Jenner, he's no. Oh, Boone Jenner is tall enough. Do we want Boone Jenner to be our second line center? I mean, again, at this point, we don't have much better to pick. So let's take him. I hope I haven't screwed this draft up yet. I am worried that I will for sure. Trying not to take too long. Tom Wilson, there's no way you're under 6. Yeah, 6'4". I mean, one of my favorite players to watch. I mean, he hasn't been as good, I guess, injuries and stuff the past couple seasons, but I mean, again, a big Tommy Wilson fan. Kevin Hayes, he must be tall. 6'5". There, that's what we're looking for. So he'll be our third line, and then we need ideally a right winger. I might even just finish off our defense here. Like McDonough for sure is over 6. He's not. I'm just learning lots today. Yeah, Torrey Krug. I don't even need to look at him. He's not there. Maybe we just. But again, I don't want to go. Jeff Petrie 6'3". Again, can we find a real big boy here? Manson, Braden Shan. No, not. I never meant to look for Braden. I wanted his brother. Scott Lawton, 6'1". Huh. I'm actually having more trouble with this draft than I did with the last one, which is crazy. You don't need a writer. 6'2". He's a right winger. Let's take him. He's 6'2". And now we need a fourth line, third pairing defense, and backup goalie. We're gonna leave backup goalie till last. There's no way I'm picking it earlier than that. Again, did we look at Petrie? And he was good. Yeah, he's 6'3". Let's take Jeff Petrie. And the fourth line shouldn't play too much. And again, I might just absolutely goon it up with the fourth line, unless Backlund is good. 6 foot. Again, I'm actually learning a lot that these guys actually aren't as tall as what I thought. Like Dumoulin 6'4", Shen is 6'2", McNabb is 6'4". Can we find a real Pierre-Luc Dubois 6'4"? He's a big boy. I mean, he seems to be the ultimate fourth liner for me this year. He's, again, his contract's so bad. Once I start getting into drafts where I might leave the salary cap on, he won't be getting picked. Anders Lee, 6'3". Yeah, we'll take him. We'll take a fighter for the last line. There shouldn't be at any harm in waiting this long to get him. They're probably not getting drafted at all in this draft. Do we take a 70 overall high elite Shea Weber for our last pairing? You know what? Let's yeah, you know what? Let's have some fun with it. Let's take Shea Weber. Horrible pick. AHL top 2D. He's probably going to be like a 60-something by the time our season's over, but I mean, whatever. Who really cares that much? Is one player going to ruin our whole draft? Ryan Reeves, only 6'2". Thought he was taller than that. Marcus Foligno could be a guy. Petty Maroon, 6'3". Ross Johnson. Because again, I don't want to just pick someone that's just horrible. Liam Boca, only 6'1". I wish you could just. I found the perfect guy. Okay, we need our backup goalie. That's it. Okay, Matt Rempe. Yeah, again, looking for a fighter, and I mean that guy's kind of brought back fighting to the league. Let's get our 6'2" or taller goalie. Maybe we'll have a look through, see if we can find someone real tall. I mean, That 6'5" back there is probably going to be our guy. Let's not even overthink it. Darcy Kemper, 6'5", backup goalie. the new starting goalie in LA. I don't know how much more valuable he's going to be to them over Dubois, but I mean, we'll see, I guess. Let's sim the rest of the draft. We have our 4 lines. We have our 3 pairs of defensemen. We have our 2 goalies. Let's we'll have a look at what the AI gets for the rest of us. Hope that no one else tries to sneak in there, which I don't think they will. After Kemper, Edstrom, Hanzik, Bjarnson, Dragovic, we should be fine. I don't think they're going to try and insert any of those guys in the lineup. I mean, Rempe is pretty bad overall, so you never know, but we should be fine. So let's have our conversation with our coach. We almost missed it again. Marty Lovejoy. Great name. Good day, GM Chara. We have a fantastic opportunity to shape this team and the way we want. Our professionalism and dedication will be key. Let's set clear goals and achieve them. Let's see what your goals are. Looking at this roster on paper, this team is good enough to make the playoffs this season. That is my goal for this team. Okay. The Short Kings, they had better expectations. I'm not going to spoil if they did better or not, but if you already watched it, you know. So let's try and do better than them. Let's just agree. I agree it seems like we're in good hands. I'll leave you to the job. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Preseason, let's get some things to work on. We got the big boys. Let's go and get them some more endurance, acceleration, and speed. End conversation. We'll get up to regular season. We'll edit the lines. See you guys in a minute. Here we are. Let's edit the lines. Hopefully they chemistry's good. Again, it's just our team of mutants here. So first line, Robertson, Hintz, Stone. It's exactly what we wanted. The second line of Kreider, Jenner, and Wilson. We're probably going to want Jamie Benn to be moved up. But let's see what that does. Chemistry. I really don't like this second line. Jamie Benn should be up there. Let's move Benn and Wilson. And then let's see. Niederreiter, you can play left wing. Is it still good chemistry? Okay, Hayes, and then yeah, Rempe. So we'll have a look at defense, but again, we'll just forgot. Go through. Make sure everyone's over 6'2". Hopefully no one shrunk. Again, I'm gonna be upset if I screw this up. 6'3", 6'3", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6'2", 6'2", 6'5", 6'4", 6'3", 6'4", 6'7". Okay. Rempe's our should I go and make him the captain of our team? What do you think? Defense. 6'5". Okay, sorry. First I'll have a look. Ekholm and Carlson, I like that. Burns and Periaco, Shea Weber, and Petrie. And again, the Weber pick might have been a horrible idea, but live by the sword, you die by the sword. Ekholm 6'5", 6'3", 6'5", 6'6", 6'4", and 6'3". It's a big defense. And then last but not least, goalies, Jacob Markstrom, 6'6", Darcy Kemper, 6'5". We got a team of big boys. And scratched Edstrom, Hanzik. I mean, they both, it's funny enough, both of them, they're rookies. They would have been good enough to make it on the team. If one of them was a defenseman, I might actually put them in over Shea Weber. Nevertheless, this is the team. Have a look at them. The next time you see them, we'll be at the deadline. See you guys shortly. You guys haven't seen our what we are in the standings or anything like that yet. We would definitely be a buyer. Let's get in there, have a look at the deadline. We are Matheson, who apparently does not want to come to our team. I mean, I don't know if he's got the memo that you need to be 6'2", so he's perfect. Again, McCann doesn't want to come. Teravainen does, but he's not allowed on our team. Trevor Moore, Taylor Hall, Granlund, Radish, Zub, Coyle, Lindgren. That's your deadline. Man, nothing too exciting. I mean, honestly, maybe the worst deadline since I've played NHL 25, and we're getting offered a trade. Trevor Moore, you're not making the cut. Let's get out of here. Let's sim the rest of the season, and yeah, I'll see you guys shortly. I'm hopping in. We have 4 games left to hit the 50 win mark. We win 1, we win 2. We need one of the last 2 here to get that 50 wins. We lose and we win. There we go. There's your team. 50, 26, and 6. We finished with 106 points. Looks like everyone's done the season, and we Finished tied for second in the league. The Islanders win the President's Trophy. Okay, we will get out. We'll have a look at the our player stats, league player stats, see who's probably going to win the awards. Have a look at the standings. See who, again, just confirm that President's Trophy win there for the Islanders. And then we'll get into the playoffs, see who our first round opponent's going to be. So, again, I forgot to guess, but Jason Robertson would have been the man, I guess. You'll just have to take my word for it. Again, 101 points. Love to see it. I haven't got very many 100-point players. I honestly don't know if I've gotten any so far in NHL 25. So this is nice to see. Jason Robertson leads the way, 101. Mark Stone is next with 86. Rupe Hintz with 79. So our first line did great. I mean, even John Carlson, 65 points at 35 years old. He's been on a pretty good decline recent years, but, I mean, I'll take 65 points for sure. Jamie Benn, Boone Jenner. I mean, this team looks to be really good. And let's see. Matt Rempe put up 10 points, 6 goals, 4 assists. So if this is any indication, get on DraftKings or something right now and just hammer the over. No free ads, but hammer the over. Because I think his goals are at over-under 0.5, something like that. So, and again, 85 penalty minutes. Just because we never usually pick a fighter. We'll have a look, though. See how many fights he had. 13 fights. Even Wilson had 3 and Jenner with 2. But I guess when you have a guy like Rempe, no one else needs to do much fighting. Have a look at our goalies. For goalies, Markstrom played, really well. 66 games, 39 wins, 22 losses, 4 OT losses, 2 shutouts, a 9-12, and a 3 exactly GAA. I'd like the GAA to be a little bit better. I think our defense, maybe that Shea Weber, I should go look at his overall as well and see how bad he did. How bad he is now. Darcy Kemper, 18 games, that's it, and 11 wins, 5 losses, 2 OT losses, 1 shutout, a 9.24 and a 2.45. That's probably the best backup. I mean, he didn't play a lot of games, but those are great numbers for the games he did play. Okay, let's go back and look. I want to look at Shea Weber. Assuming I can just sort this way. Shea Weber, 82 games, 4 goals, 14 assists, 18 points, plus 6, and he stayed at 70 overall. We'll take it. The guy hasn't played since the 2020-21 season, and it was only a half season. Look at those injuries. He hasn't played like a full season since 16-17, but good. It's nice to see him back in the league. He won away from matching his point total from the last year that he actually played in the NHL. Again, half the number of games. Either way, great. So maybe taking someone like Weber, taking even Backstrom, I guess, isn't the worst thing to do in this game. Let's sort by points. We'll get an entire league. We'll see who looks like they're going to win the awards. I don't think Robertson's going to be the guy, but you never know. Entire league, we have. He's pretty high up there. A lower scoring year this year. McKinnon leads the way with 108, and likely leads the way in goals with 65. Matthews is tied with him also with 108. So we'll see how much this game really does care about plus minus, considering Matthews has 11 better. Robertson, he's pretty close. What is he, sixth in the league in points? We only have 7 players that are above point per game. Again, McDavid nowhere to be seen on the first page. It's a common theme with this game. Even Giroux is higher. Let's have a look at goalies. So for goalies, Connor Hellebuck leads the way. He's probably going to, just looking at this, he's going to win the Vezina. He looks to have, probably one of the best save percentages in the league, not even just for a starter. We'll sort by starter. Go 50 games played. Save percentage is, again, Hellebuck tied with Levi. And then GAA is Hellebuck. He has the most wins. He has the best save percentage. He has the best GAA. And he has the most shutouts. Like, Hellebuck is, it should be a unanimous Vezina if this was real life for Connor Hellebuck. So let's get it. We'll send him to the playoffs. We'll see who our first round opponent is. And, we'll look at league standings, see where we finished overall. Entire league, we finished third in the entire league. I guess, the Ducks beat us on the tiebreaker. And Toronto was really close behind. Again, the Islanders, they just had one more OT loss than us. That's the only difference here. So, again, things you love to see. Let's get into the playoffs. we have the Tampa Bay Lightning. Luckily for us, it's not the real-life Tampa Bay Lightning, the one that just seems to just win cups constantly. Let's not get swept. Let's try and just be 3-0 after the first 3. Again, we beat them twice in the past, 3 weeks. We win again. We lose in overtime. Game 3, a big game, and we lose again. Okay. It's not an elimination game yet. Let's win this one. Let's tie the series up. Let's not get us an elimination game here at all. And we lose in overtime. So, we get exactly what we wished for, an elimination game. Times 8, first period. Let's go. We're shots are pretty well equal. Again, I'm pretty sure the shots just keep going up by 2. I don't know how that happens. We get a power play. Looks like we got a penalty on our power play. Yep. Both players kill it off. It looks like we're going to finish the period 0-0. Can I jinx it? No, I cannot. Okay, second period. Fast sim. That's what we always do. And it is 1-0. Kaprizov scores on Markstrom. We need a big-time third. I don't want to have another first-round exit. I just finally want to win a cup, and there we go. Kuzmenko scores on us again. But Kreider does get one back for us. We're on the PK. We kill it off. We need to get another. We get a power play. Come on. We need to score here. We don't do it. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty of it here. 5 minutes left. It's going to be another first-round exit. It's going to be another year. No Stanley Cup. That's all she wrote. The Buffalo Sabres out in the first round. Again, I swear to God, if I go and look and it's just the goalies just being horrible, you know what? I have some drafts I have planned out. Maybe I'm going to change and just go straight for the poise draft and just see if an all-poise team can finally just, win me a Stanley Cup. But there we go. Five games, we're done. We win one. We win one in the playoffs. So, I mean, again, I'm not spoiling too much. Short guys can't get it done. Tall guys can't get it done. The next draft, we're going average. Next draft is going to be guys that are 6 foot and 6'1". Let's see if maybe the average can win us that Stanley Cup finally. Las Vegas Golden Knights are your Stanley Cup champions. Again, even with fantasy draft, where it's the most random, any team can be good. It doesn't matter if your team has been pathetic for a decade, or more, speaking of the Buffalo Sabres here. Your team should be good, but it still seems like Tampa Bay and Vegas still seem a way to, win that Stanley Cup, even though the league is completely reset. Let's have a look at how we did in the playoffs. Look at all of our player stats. Stats Central here. First thing we'll look at is the playoff tree. See how Vegas got there and won their Stanley Cup. So Vegas, they beat the Kings in 4. They beat the Ducks in 7. They beat the Kraken in 6 before beating the Bruins in 5 for the Stanley Cup. The Bruins, and you hate to see it, they beat the Leafs in 5. They sweep the Tampa Bay Lightning. They beat the Devils in 7. And then they, lose to the Vegas Golden Knights in the finals there. I mean, could you see the Bruins, actually beating the Leafs in the first round and the Bolts in the next, and then the Devils in the conference finals? Like, that is actually, that's a very realistic thing that could happen in the East this year. Again, I don't see what played out in the West happening, especially with the Ducks there, but you never know, I guess. Let's go have a look at player stats. See who led us. Boone Jenner, 8 points in 5 games. Looking at this, I think I know what our problem is going to be. It's going to be our goalies once again. It doesn't matter who I pick. Our goalies just let us down every single year. So we have Jenner, we have Ben over point per game, we have Carlson over point per game. Then it kind of drops off. Stone, Kreider, Hayes. Pretty disappointing with Robertson. No goals, only 3 assists. In real life, he kind of has a knock against him right now that he's not performing in the playoffs. And, just making people look like they're probably right. Again, Rempe, our last pairing defense and not our last pairing defense. Our last line there kind of did let us down. And, Petrie played awful as well. So, again, these aren't the guys you expect to win you a cup, but you at least hope they'll help you keep the puck out of the net here. Markstrom, it's not the worst performance we've had. 5 games, 1 win, 2 losses, 2 OT losses. Again, we're losing a lot of games by 1 goal. A 9.02 and a 3.28. You hope for better than that, but, again, it is what it is. Have a look at the entire league. See who got that 16 wins. See who led the way. Not Brian Dumoulin. Leon Draisaitl, 25 points in 22 games. Linked up with Giroux and probably Gensel. That's their whole first line leads the playoffs. Just looking, yeah, I mean it's gonna be Draisaitl that wins that Conn Smythe. We'll have a look at goalies, see who got that 16 wins in net for them. If it is Georgiev, I'm gonna lose it. I wanted to pick him. He seems to win the cup so much, and it is, oh my god. Cam Talbot. Georgiev does make it to the finals. Again, this guy seems to just be a cheat code in this game. I'm gonna get him in our next draft. He is 6'1". He's gonna be our goalie. I don't care if I have to take him first overall. He's gonna be our goalie. Cam Talbot leads the way again. Ageless wonder here. A 927 and 250. Incredible numbers. Only 5 losses, 1 OT loss the whole way. Let's have a look at awards. We know Stanley Cup Vegas. Presence was the Islanders. Clarence and the Prince. We know all those. Nathan McKinnon gets the Art Ross. There we go. We get an Art Hart split. Matthews gets the Hart. Norris goes to McCarr. Reinhardt gets the Lady Bing. Calder goes to Josh Doan. That's one I haven't seen yet. Conn Smythe goes to Giroux. I didn't think it would be him. Vesna goes to Hellebuck. Again, he should be unanimous. And he also gets the William Jennings. Chernak gets the Masterton. Jack Adams goes to the Utah. Selke goes to Miller. He seems to also win it a lot in this game. Lindsay goes to... Lindsay goes to Zibanejad. So we get the MVP voted on by the NHLPA. They give it to Zibanejad. And awarded to the most valuable is Matthews by their MVP. You know, you kind of look at it. There's 2 MVPs. The Hart, which Matthews gets. The other MVP is Zibanejad. It's the best and the most valuable. Not often you see those split, and then not often that you see those split, and that the Art Ross and Maurice Trophy winner, who was McKinnon for both, doesn't win either of them. Weird year. Okay. Again, another year, another disappointment. No Stanley Cup. The big guys can't get it done. I mean, the short guys, who knows if they got it done. Let's see if the average dudes can pull one out for us. Again, that's going to be it for this draft, guys. Again, same as always. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, throw a comment there. I don't care if it's negative, if it's positive. Let me know. The only way stuff's going to get better is if people let me know. Good. I'm going to try and make my next few videos here shorter if I can, if I'm not talking too much like I'm doing now. If you like the shorter ones more, you like the longer ones more, let me know. That being said, I'll see you in the next one.